Hello, we are live. What is going on, everyone? Good evening. Let me just get the, wow, the light's crazy on my face.
Yeah, it's a bit intense.
How is everyone doing tonight? Let me find a good place where I can get the light looking good. It's very dark in here, so we got some lamps. Tony, what's going on, bro? Netherlands, hello. Simon, hello. People are starting to join. What's going on?
You want to tell Instagram what's going on?
Instagram.
Tell us what's going on.
So, we are actually live right now. So come and join us over on YouTube. Come on.
Swipe up.
Swipe up.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've just come back to the workshop. We've been here all day. We went back to finish editing a video because that needs to go up tomorrow morning for our Patreons. And now we've come back to the workshop, so we thought we'd do a live stream and show you guys exactly where we're at with the build. And tonight we are going to be doing some oiling of the cladding. We've already put one coat on. You got to leave it 8 to 10 hours to dry. It's had about 9 hours to dry now. Completely dry. And now we're ready to crack on and do one more coat, really thin. And we are using Osmo oil. Footloose Crafters, hello. Right. This is the situation, guys. We have cladding. Let me know what you think in the comments. Give me a thumbs up if you like the cladding.
Give us a thumbs up if you like my socks and sandals.
Bee's rocking the socks and sandals. Thank you, Ruth. People are saying beautiful cladding. It's great to hear. Yeah, the build's going really well. Like, things are starting to move. Tomorrow we start working on the bed. So super excited about that. We are going to build the bed frame tomorrow. Might take us a few days to get it right. You know what we're like. We like to do stuff as well as we possibly can. So we take our time. And yeah, around the world and as long as it takes. Just as a train goes past, have a drink. But yeah, things are going really well on the build. We're super stoked with how it's going, super stoked with how it's looking. And yeah, I'll show you around a little bit, shall I? In fact, before I show you around, let's get at least 100 likes before I can show you the lovely windowsill that we've made. Gin train, exactly, Roger. That's the thing. You're going to be very, very drunk by the end of this live stream. But yeah, come on, guys, give us a like. I will show you around. I'll show you the lovely windowsill that we made. We know that we've got that small little window, haven't we, in the bedroom area, and we wanted to frame it up really nicely so it was actually usable. So we could put stuff on there. Like, you know, if you go to bed, you might want to put your phone on the windowsill. You might want to put a drink or something like that. But yeah, the likes are going up. Froggy went wondering, hello. Tony, what's the plan on going back to Portugal? The plan on going back to Portugal is probably going to be around, when are we thinking, B? October, was it? Autumn. We're going to say autumn. We were going to go back in September, but we're not sure we're going to have everything ready. You know, it's a big life change. You know, we've got to sell our boat. We've got to get rid of a lot of possessions. We've got to clear everything out, move loads of stuff. There's a hell of a lot going on in our lives right now, so we might push it back a little bit. But yeah, 80 likes. Come on, guys. 100 likes. 100 likes. West Philly Digital Nomads, hello. So we'll meet up with you guys in the UK. Of course we will meet up with you guys in the UK. Of course. GK UK 10, hello, how you doing? Isaac Adventures, what's up? Yeah, we'll meet up. We'll have a good one. Caravan Gossip, what's going on? Right, for all the new people who have joined, let's show you where we're at. Me and my family might be there in October, middle of October, just south of Lisbon. Well, give me a shout if we're about. Try and link up. So we have cladding, guys. We have cladding. Try and get a good view of this. Actually, yeah, Isaac Adventure just reminded me, if you guys aren't following or subscribe to California Camping, go and subscribe to them. They're so close to 10,000 subs. It's unbelievable. I think like under 100 to go, and then they will have 10,000. So go over them and sub right now. They're the blue spanner that you can see popping up. So click on their little profile. Go over, subscribe, great guys, great channel. Yeah, and that would be really, really nice. Right, so back to where we were. One more like and I'll show you about... I'm being militant with the likes tonight, aren't I? Have you not finished those wheel arches covers yet? Yeah, they're completely finished. And I will show you that. Voyages of Cutlass June, what's going on? Nice to see you. Right, so this is where we're at. Oh, that's funny. LOL, signed in KD and got like 99, this is Karen. Hello, Karen. Right. I can show you about. What are you using to stain the wood? Right, so we are using an oil, so I'll show you that first. If I come through here, take you over to where B is.
I need a smaller pot, it's getting really difficult.
This is what we're using, guys. It's called Osmo oil.
It's what the professionals use.
This has been recommended by some very talented joiners, some very good craftsmen. So this is what we've gone for. Looks really, really good stuff. And it's, I think it's like a clear.
It is clear.
It's completely clear. Bigger tin or smaller brush? Yeah, we probably need a bigger tin. The brush is perfect because it's about the size of a of one panel. But yeah, this stuff you want to put on really, really lightly.
Super thin.
So it might look like B's doing all the work, and lots of people comment, but it's times like this where someone's got to film. Someone has to live stream, otherwise it'd be a bit boring if it was just in the corner and you're watching paint dry again. So this is my job, so I am in fact working right now.
You've been working all day building stuff.
And yeah, I've done the, what did I do? I did like
You painted the walls earlier.
I painted one of the walls. I did the thing I'm about to show you, so which I'm pretty proud of. So I'll show you that in a second. There's the situation with the lights.
Super bright. It's like an alien abduction.
Look at that, guys.
Oh, sugar.
That's on live.
Why I said sugar?
Well, that's why you have a plastic sheeting down. Look at that. One of those. Right. Who wants to see my lovely shelf?
Pride and joy.
Oh, and for the people who were so sexy, for the people who were asking about the wheel arch covers, they're completely done. They're just housing loads of.
Can you stop blocking the light on this side?
Sorry, mate. They're not, they're not blocking. They're finished, but they're just housing loads of rubbish stuff. They've been carpeted. They're ready to go. And here is our window. I might have to block the light a little bit.
It's fine.
But yeah, this is our window that I spent a fair bit of time on getting right. It's all like really nicely, all the details in there. We've got all the joins, which I'm really happy about. Looks really nice. And this windowsill, it's quite a good depth, so you can actually use it, store stuff. We might have some succulents on there. I'm really happy with how it come out. I spent like a lot of time kind of trying to figure out how it all works and how to put it together. But yeah, it's all in the details, isn't it? Like, just trying to make it look really nice and tidy. Super stoked with it. Whoa. Right, where can I sit? We should be wearing masks. Whoa, that's so bright, but it makes my skin look a lot better than it actually is in real life. We should actually be wearing masks, but we don't have any, so we're just going to end up super high again on the end of this live stream. Earlier we were just like zoned out because we were painting like for probably about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes without a mask. Wouldn't recommend it. But yeah.
Who needs brain cells?
You not like big windows? Not really, no.
Window?
We have one big window in the, yeah, we have one big window in the standard place where most people have it, which is in the sliding door. So we have a big window there, and then we've just got that small window up there. And once the bed is probably going to be about here, and then a mattress, you should be able to lie on the bed and look directly out of this little window. That's the plan anyway. So yeah, we've still got like tons to do, obviously. But it is really coming together, you know, bed frame tomorrow. We got some ideas about the overhead storage, the bulkhead kitchen, the gas locker area where the batteries are going to be. Oh, I put in the reversing camera earlier as well. Check this out. So we now have the reversing camera, which I'm stoked about. Looks really good. So yeah, reversing camera is on. Now I just got to figure out how the hell to wire the reversing camera is. It looks a bit technical for my abilities of electrical stuff. I've never really done anything electrical before, but the more and more I'm doing this build, the more and more I'm learning stuff and actually surprising myself what I can actually achieve, and be as well. So I'm sure we can get it done. And Dwayne's been sending me some really good advice from around the world in as long as it takes. So thank you for that. That's really helpful. How much solar are you going to install? I've seen a panel, one panel that is 335 watt. So I think I might go for that one. It's possible. Oh, this stuff really smells bad. I think we need to invest in a mask. Like, I'll probably go out and buy a mask tomorrow. Probably should have got one today, but yeah, we'll grab a mask tomorrow. That will really help, because right now it's pretty fumey in here. It's not like painting out indoors. It's a big place, but it still really smells. Just read through some comments. Yeah, them stained glass windows that we were in our last vlog, super cool. Super cool. Nice shelf, thank you, Stephen. Wow, that little window shelf is amazing, thank you. So chuffed with how it looks. Don't the people hiding in a dark corner scare you? Not really.
They're all friends.
Yeah, we made friends with them a long while ago and it's all good now, it's all good. Although they do try and bite my ankles when I walk out. Retro Renovations, what's going on guys? How are you? Is that panel through Bimble Solar? Possibly, I think they may sell it. It's an LG panel, I believe. Under the driver's seat there is 3 power points. One for the ignition, one for the constant, and one for the engine is running. Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to look into that. Thank you, Stuart. Living in a box. Have you planned to meet California camping when you're in the US of A? They're not going to be in the US of A though. They're from the UK. Just hook up the red cable to the one that provides the 12 volt on the ignition. I think it's the middle one. And then the black cable goes to the earthing on the floor. Okay. See, when you say it like that and the way Dwayne wrote it, it seemed a lot more simple than what was in my head. You know, sometimes I get a little bit technical in my brain and I don't really need to overcomplicate stuff, which doesn't necessarily need to happen. 244 people live, wow. Where are you from in England? London. Nah, not really. I'm from the Midlands. From Birmingham. The Birmingham crew. It's so hard to drink these big bottles of water, but because I've got massive hands, it's okay. Gotta get your water. Gotta fuel yourself. When are we in the US? Next month we are in the US for 3 weeks, traveling around America. It's gonna be epic. I'd love to meet up with some people. I was in Birmingham Sunday at Himley Hall. I should probably know where that is, but I don't. Birmingham. I really try and disguise my Birmingham accent, and sometimes it works, and sometimes people don't know where I'm from, and other times people do. When I get tired, like I am now, I sound a lot more brummy because it's a lot more effort to disguise it.
Don't be ashamed of where you're from.
I'm not ashamed, it's just an awful accent.
No, it's not.
Picking up my new van tomorrow, Mark 7 Transit, long wheelbase high top, couldn't find a decent Varia. Well, it's a good van, so that'll be a great project for sure. Thinking of getting an ex-ambulance, bit scary move though. That sounds cool, go for it. We will meet up with you. Thank you. Google is your friend for electrics? Yes, it is. I'm on Google pretty much 9 hours a day, I reckon.
For some reason I thought you said Google.
Google. I spent my early childhood days in Chesham. Live in Idaho now. Ah, Idaho's cool. Is a Luton worth converting for a family of 5? Definitely. Lutons are great, like so much room. The thing with the Sprinter is there's a lot of curves, so when you're cladding it and when you're laying battens and basically doing any of the furniture, there's a lot of like curves to get around, where as with a Luton, it's just straight up battens. Like it's a lot easier to do a Luton cladding wise, and probably furniture, because everything's a lot more square. See what B's up to.
You want to tell them why I'm doing it and not you?
Why are you doing it?
You do it far too thick.
I'm doing a live stream, that's why I'm not doing it. Have you not finished that wall yet, B? Someone said.
What does it look like?
Not far off there.
No, neither.
You can see the different colour where she's gone over with the second coat. So like here, here. You did not go for an organic eco oil, something natural.
Osmo is natural.
Yeah, Osmo oil is like a natural oil.
It's based on renewable raw materials.
So it says on the tin, Osmo oil is based on raw renewable materials. So yeah, it's completely organic, I guess.
It's not organic,
Not organic,
but it's not crap.
but it's not going to kill you in your sleep
Unless you drink it.
unless you drink it. Is it keeping it the same colour, just protecting it? Yes. It is a clear oil, so it might darken it ever so slightly, but it should keep it a lot more natural, which is what we've decided we want, to keep it a little bit lighter. We were going to go for a dark stain. Not sure if you mentioned this, but are you going for solar panels on the roof? Yes. So we are waiting on our roof rack. As soon as our roof rack arrives, then we can start thinking about solar. There is no point me doing anything to do with solar yet. So until I've got the roof rack, because I don't want to mount the solar panel on the roof. I want to mount it on the roof rack, just so I don't have to put tons of holes in the roof and stuff like that. I guess I could just Sikaflex it to the roof, but I think it would just be a lot tidier if I can do it to the roof rack, so that's the plan. Basil brush B. Can the Osmo oil be used on food surfaces? B will look on the tin. I think it is.
Furniture and food surfaces. I'd use our food surface one that I use on the boat, which is often IKEA.
Yeah, so apparently it's not really a food surface one. It's more for like furniture, floors, that kind of thing.
We've got oil on the boat that we got from IKEA that we use on the food surface.
Yeah, so we've got a stain for food surfaces
It's in oil.
and oil. Yous will need a holiday after this. Yes, we will. It's hard bloody work.
Says you.
Hello Marilyn, how you doing? Good luck with it, you two. Just have fun with it. You'll get solar. Can you let me know where you get them from? Thanks, Stephen. Definitely, like everything we get, we'll be sharing where we get it from for sure in a video. Northern Explorers, hello, how are you guys? You put tyres on yet? Tyres are probably going to be the last thing that we do. We're going to probably go for the all-terrain tyres, but there's no point it just sitting on fresh tyres, all-terrain tyres in a workshop. So as soon as we're ready to roll, I'm going to start looking into tyres. Greetings from Norway. Here, more Norwegian here. Norwegians, I love I love Norwegian people. Super friendly, super kind. Norway is such an incredible place. Love it. All good. We've been following the build on Patreon. Great work, guys. Can't wait to see the end result. Thank you very much. It's really appreciated. How much solar are you putting on, Theo? I've seen a panel for 335 watts, so I might go for that one. Still need to do some calculations, and yeah, it might change. It's always changing. But yeah, talking about Patreon, guys, we have actually, how long are we doing it for now? But how long? Like 15 days. So the last 15 days, we're actually putting out a daily vlog, but on our Patreon. So yeah, that's really exciting. People seem to be really enjoying the daily vlogs on Patreon. So yeah, go over there and see what that's all about if you can. It's been great watching you both. Are you going to use the front cab as part of your live space? Best wishes, Victoria, Australia. Wendy, thanks for that. We are not going to be using it, so we're not going to have any swivel seats or anything like that, but we are going to use the top of the cab for like storage. So we're going to put like a nice solid storage cupboard above our heads when we're driving. Did you end up going back to the reclamation yard? Those stained glass windows were stunning. We haven't gone back yet because yeah, we haven't gone back yet. How far was it from us?
An hour.
Yeah, it's about an hour's drive from us, and we haven't had time to go back. But there's a few little things we might go back and pick up. So yeah. Neil Monk, for $5 plus Patreon subscribers, worth mentioning. Yep, that's correct. So $5 plus a month on our Patreon, then you get daily vlogs.
Well, the exclusive video copy.
Thanks for that. Living in a van is my dream, but just have to jump into it. Yeah, like it's one of them things where you just got to do it. See what happens. Good question, Joe. What did Joe say? Hey guys, did you buy your van from a Mercedes dealer? No, we didn't. Did it? Right. See what B's at. Hey dudes, how the build going? Well, can't wait to see the finished project. Keep grinding, dudes. Cheers, William. Appreciate that. The T4 has been sold. Jax Austin, an American YouTuber, he's building a Scorley and he's just got full solar kit free, so try poaching a few solar companies. For sure, that makes sense. Theo, you remind me of my dad's brother when he was younger. Marilyn, I hope he's a good guy. So Neil just said he's just upgraded my pledge.
Oh, thank you, Neil.
Neil, thank you very much. Thanks.
Hope you enjoyed the daily vlogs.
Yeah, hope you enjoyed the daily vlogs, and yeah, thanks for your support.
We might keep them up into June, actually.
Yeah, we'll keep them going for as long as we can. Obviously, you know, it's a lot of work, but it's fun, and people seem to be responding really well to them, and it's another thing we can offer to people. So people who want to see a more in-depth thing of like day-to-day building a van instead of like the edited down versions, then that's really good. Where did I get the YouTube cap? It's actually, yeah, from our friends. Yeah, but I'm just trying to explain where it's from. It's actually from YouTube, but Footloose Crafters hooked me up with it. So thank you very much to Footloose Crafters for getting me this hat. I really love it.
You haven't taken it off since they gave
I literally haven't taken it off for a long time. Marilyn, don't be sorry. Not at all. Thanks for your support as always. We see you commenting on every video, watching all of our videos, and we appreciate that so much. Right, let's go and see what B's doing. Enough of my face. Train! Probably a freight train. B's got dirt on her bum.
Bye-bye.
So B's just doing the tricky part of putting the oil on around the windowsill.
I just realised I was holding it like right under my face, so
Oh.
goodbye brain cells.
Maybe put it down on the floor. Hello from Portugal. Hello.
Hello.
I don't know why that.
Everybody.
Oh, I love Chibody G.
Does anyone here watch
People.
Ben?
Yeah.
People just do nothing. Ah!
Just it's just a tiny drip on the floor. Yeah. Look at that stroke, people. It's perfect.
I take bookings. No, I don't really. That's a joke. Please don't.
Theo, what wood is that? It is 8mm tongue and groove spruce. Oh, guys. Let me show you something, because a lot of you guys probably haven't seen this. Because I've been doing Instagram lives on Instagram.
What?
And a lot of you guys probably haven't seen this. Oh, I can't even show it.
You can peel it off if you want, but you've got to put it back on.
Okay, I'm going to peel it off. Guys, look what it is. I hope it's Norwegian spruce. That would be amazing. But yeah, look, this is our 100k plaque built into the wall.
Now that was a challenge.
That was tricky to do. But yeah, super happy with how that's turned out. And then down here, obviously, we just make sure that we don't get any of the oil on where we've carpeted. But I'm really happy with how the carpet looks. It will be a fixed bed. We just got a toolbox as well, which I'm quite excited about. This is our carpeting effort. Really happy with how it looks.
Definitely a two-man job.
Reversing camera up there. So yeah, we wanted to carpet this area just because it just tidies it all up. Makes it nice and neat. We're really happy with it. We are building a Mercedes Sprinter long wheelbase. And we put lino on the floor, as you can see.
nearly there. Nearly there on this wall, which is the worst wall.
Savage Kids, any of my subscribers on here, is that a way to try and get people to go to your channel? Don't go to his channel, guys. Do you watch any TV or films? Not really. Savage Kids, kind of. Hilarious.
At least he's honest.
A darker wood stain would be nice. Yeah, so we were going to go with... I'll show you what we were going to go with. So we were going to go for this colour. This stain on the walls, and it looks fine, like bit by bit. So if you have two up there, it looks fine. But I think the whole van would have felt really small, and it would have felt a bit, you know, it would have just felt smaller. So we decided to go with the lighter. What we're going to do as well, is because we've decided to go for the lighter wood, which I think makes sense in the end, we are going to do like dark accents and stuff like that. So we'll make sure that there's other type of wood in the build. So maybe we'll put a little bit of pallet wood in somewhere, and we can have some different wood and some darker stuff. So I don't know, maybe the seating area will be a slightly darker shade of wood, stuff like that. How do you view the reversing camera, Theo? Show us in the cab, please. So we've not actually wired it in yet, but I'll have a look. Do you know where the screen is?
In the front.
In the front, bear with me. I will show you.
Theo's just doing a live stream.
So this is the camera. I mean, this is not the camera. This is the screen for the reversing camera. So that will go where you'd usually have a rear view mirror.
Theo's
So
doing
yeah.
a live stream. I've just painted this wall.
There's the wires. Need to wire that in. Right, I'm going to put that back so I don't lose it.
You need to cover up the thingy.
Cover up what?
The frame.
Oh. Do you want to take this for a minute then?
Yeah.
Hi there, we do still have the boat. Hi, do you guys have have pets or plan to get them? Yeah, we have a cat called Gingy Bear who lives on our boat and will be coming with us in the van. Bee's just getting her feet out.
Roasting.
Cheers, William. Theo's clearly tired of making both a little high off the fumes. Exactly. Right.
Take over.
Take that. Did it fall off completely?
Oh, did you try and put it back on?
No, I just only filled it down.
Hello everyone. I'm going to read some of the comments. Rocking the sandals, I am indeed, you know how it goes. We are a sandal family, usually with socks, but I've just taken them off because my feet are warm. So yeah. It's really warm suddenly. I'm very warm. I mean, I have got a lot of layers on. I've got this jumper because I just threw my dinner down it by accident. So I need to cover it up because I look like a mess. And it's not as chilly as I thought it would be tonight. Yo, B-Dog, how goes it? Hello, Neil. I'm good. I am ingrained with the scent of Osmo oil and don't think I'm ever going to get rid of this smell. It is stuck in my nostrils, so yeah, I mean, it smells nicer than White Spirit, which I had out earlier as well. So there's all these different, you know, things to rot your brain today. I love your hoodie, thank you. I love it too. I got it in 2015 from Cotswolds, and I don't think they make it anymore, which is sad.
That's
so
not the best, but it will keep the...
No, that's fine. That is fine. Thea's put it back on. Hello from Georgia, USA. Hello. Hello, Ethan. Have you chose a gas locker and have you chose a log burner? We're not having a log burner anymore, although we are going to have a space where we could put one. Let me just...
mate, I just found some mini cheddars.
Oh, Theo just found some mini cheddars. But yeah, we're not having one, and gas locker will be under the bed. So yeah, that's the plan. Are you doing any other van festivals this summer? No, not van festivals, not as far as I'm aware. We're pretty busy now, like we're doing this van build and then we're going to America in like a few weeks for a couple of weeks, and then when we come back with all systems go to move into this van, sell our boat, so yeah, and then leaving. B, are you making anything for Gingy in the van? Yeah, we're thinking about creating a hidden toilet area for Gingy because she loves her litter tray, and even though she goes outside every day, she uses her litter tray every day, and even though we go out for most of the day, every day when we get back she waits until we're home to use the litter tray. We think it's a sign of dominance to let us know that we are trash to her. But yeah, there we go. Are you planning a shower room? No, we're going to use our current shower, which is a portable one that's fantastic, and we don't need one, so that's that. Are you going to hook up with Beck and Eamon in the States? No, because I'm fairly sure they're in Canada, but it would be lovely to meet anyone. So anyone who is around in America, mainly Colorado, hook up with us. That's not what I meant to say, but I've said it now. It sounds a bit wrong. Send us a message. How many abducted people can fit in that van approximately? Well, I reckon if everyone was standing up straight, you could probably fit about 50 people in this van.
Maybe 25.
No, I reckon 4 people per row crammed in, probably 50. So yeah, there we go. It would be amazing to meet up with Nomadic Fanatic. We've watched his channel for years. Yeah. Whoa, 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 you're going to Colorado? Yes, next month we're going to Colorado. We're actually flying into Iowa? Minnesota? But we're going from there. So yeah. What's the plan for fixing the bed? Where are you going to mount the supporting screws? Into the wall. And there's going to be legs. So yeah, I mean, frustratingly, the way sprinters are, they have some really nice supporting metal beams, but they were just a little bit too low, because in an ideal world we would just fix our bed to those nice metal beams and they'd be sturdy as hell, but that's too low for us. So actually what we're going to do is put them in the, probably in the, there, in the metal bit. Anyway, it's going to be good. It's going to be fine. Theo's taking over. Yeah, it's a high roof sprinter.
Yo, I'm back. So yeah, the bed situation. I've seen a lot of other people on YouTube and they build the beds so like bulky and big. And obviously I'm not a carpenter and don't really know much about woodwork, but I'm learning. So what I'm gonna try and do is build the bed as strong as possible, but as lightweight as possible. So I have these. Show you what I got. So this is what I'm going for the bed. This beam here, and it is 34 mil by 34 mil. And this should be really strong enough for a bed, I think. So we're gonna go for that. We got a slightly bigger beam for the middle beam that the slats will sit on, and that'll be floating. So hands up if you think that's strong enough for our bed. Let me know in the comments.
This is going to be the wheel box, the wheel arch box scenario all over again. No, it can't be strong enough.
So yeah,
Pieces of wood.
bed's probably gonna go about that high. So we have all of this room under the garage. Bed will be up there. But yeah, I've seen so many people use like wood that's so thick, and I'm really conscious of weight. I want the lightest vehicle I can possibly build, but that is still wooden, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't want to go too big. And also, we're not going for metal. A lot of people go for metal. I'd say that is the better option, to go for like extruded aluminium. But we want to get it done now. You have to order that stuff online. I've never worked with metal. I can work with wood a lot better than I can work with metal. So I'm a lot more confident working with wood than I am with metal, basically. So I'm going to go for wood. We're not going to have a foldable futon style bed because we want a fixed bed. After living in a van for like 4 years, making your bed every day is a nightmare. For us anyway. Need 2 by 2. 1.5 by 1.5. Keep the weight down. Still be strong. We're going to actually use IKEA bed slats that we brought yesterday from IKEA. We're going to use them. They're super strong, and also keep it a lot lighter than if you use your own bed slats. Yeah, Nick Wood. We went to IKEA yesterday. We got the bed slats, and we're going to use them. They're super strong, super lightweight. We just want to, well, they are lightweight compared to, like, I've been looking through Instagram at people's bed builds, and the amount of wood they use and the thickness of the wood they use, I don't know how the van still moves. Like, it's crazy. So, you know, we're learning. We're going to try and use what we're using. But yeah, I think it will be good, and it's going to be a long ways bed. I think I'll show you what I mean. So our idea is we're going to have legs probably there before the wheel arch and after the wheel arch, and then a beam across on the floor, a beam across on the top, and we can put a middle beam in there. Then we're going to have a middle beam across here. Then we're going to need another beam across here where the bed lies, and then we're going to have our storage up to the roof on one side. So the bed's going to be probably about that high, and we don't want, if we can help it, we don't want a middle support beam in the garage area, and that is because we want free rein to like push as much stuff as we can under the bed. So yeah, that's Theo giving it some stick. A lot of people talk about weight, but vans can carry a lot. Yeah, ours can carry an extra ton. You'd be surprised, you know, it's a 3.5 ton van. When we weighed it, with nothing in it pretty much, we had about a ton left. And a ton sounds a lot, but when you're using wood, when you got water, you know, if you got 100 litres of water on board, you got a full tank of diesel, I got a generator, camera gear, like all your luggage, all your clothes, everything. That soon adds up. So you want to be really, really careful with weight. And I think a lot of the people who I've been seeing who are using huge pieces of wood, like really heavy pieces of wood, are in America. And I don't think they worry too much about weight in America. Like in the UK, if you get pulled over, you get weighed. And if you're overweight, then you're going to be paying serious fines and maybe points on your license. If you're only using 3 beams, you will need 2x2. We're not only using 3 beams. It will all become apparent. I can't really explain it on the live stream too well, like too easily. Yeah, I built the bed on the boat, and that's stayed up, which is good. And it's the same principle. Slightly thicker legs. Yeah, it is. I checked yesterday. It's thicker legs on the boat, but it's fine. If it will take your weight in the middle, ends on bruised blocks, and experiment. Yeah, I did an experiment today where I put. So what are them things called where you balance your wood on it to do the cutting? Anyway, I put the wood between two of them at about 6 foot. So there was a 6 foot gap, and I sat on the middle of the beam, and the beam hardly moved at all. So I think it should be just fine. What weight will be on the bed? Me and B. And Gingy as well, but she doesn't weigh a lot. Use birch plywood, strong and light. Check out Jenna's van. Sounds good. People asking about heaters. We're getting diesel heater. Hopefully we're getting it fitted in the next couple of weeks. Fingers crossed. The sawhorse, yes, that is what I use. So I used 2 sawhorses, if that's what they're called, and put the wood between them and sat on it, and it was great. It worked really well. Thank you for the super chat. One Man and his Whippet Dave.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. Would you like to come sailing with us on Cat Zero? That sounds incredible. I'd love to do that.
What is Cat Zero?
I imagine it's a boat.
Where is it?
Where are you based? Never use 2x2, it always twists. Always use 2x1 and glue it together. Laminate your plywood, insulate. That is the problem. We got our wood from, where did we get our wood from? We got our wood from B&Q yesterday. And we literally we always search through every piece of wood until we find flat ones, because we don't want no twisted, horrible wood. So we've got quite a lot of straight wood, hopefully. If you use ply underneath, that will strengthen it. Yeah, see, this is the thing. Might use thin plywood just to bring it all together. There's definitely going to be plywood on the left-hand side where we're going to have storage from the bottom of the bed to the top of the ceiling. So there'll be plywood on the bottom there to strengthen it all in. We haven't got any stained glass windows yet, possibly maybe in the future. How is foam insulation in a van? Very good. It's really good. No jumpy bumpy on the bed. I think it will be fine. I'm going to build it super strong. And as I said, I built the bed in our narrow boat, and that's perfectly fine. What cooker are you installing?
Haven't decided.
Haven't fully decided, but there's one called the Voyager. Was it 300? 400-500 or something like that? Voyager. Same as what was in the shepherd's hut we stayed in. We really enjoyed that because super stoked to have an oven in the van. That's going to be amazing. My voice is going. I work with timber on a daily basis, and if the frame for the bed is built properly, then the wood you have will work perfectly.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That has gave us a little bit of confidence. We're going to spend some time just working out how to make sure it's super like joined properly, like you said, and super secure. Here's a question to you guys that I'm not sure about. When I'm screwing the bed together, would you recommend just screwing straight through the top of the wood, or would you recommend going for a pocket hole jig and doing pocket hole screws? Is that stronger than just screwing through the top? Have you driven the van after installing the side paneling? Any squeak sounding while driving? We haven't actually yet, so we'll probably be doing that soon. Thank you for the super chat. Here today, gone tomorrow. Thank you very much for the kind support. Everyone's saying pocket hole jig. Might have to go and pick up a pocket hole jig tomorrow. I don't know how they work. I've watched some videos. I think Screwfix do one, don't they? Or guys, do you know Screwfix sell a pocket hole jig that we can get tomorrow? Let us know. The reason we're not getting a wood burner is basically because we need to be in Europe for a year at a time and we can't get insurance. Don't get them from Screwfix, they're like £75. The thing is, we want to build the bed tomorrow and therefore we need the pocket hole jig like tomorrow. We can't afford £75 for a pocket hole jig. So yeah. I was messing around earlier and I was just gonna join it like that basically. 2 screws through the top and it seemed super secure, like it wasn't going anywhere. So I was gonna join it through the top like that. Screwfix sell them for about £8. Oh.
What, a pocket hole jig?
A pocket hole jig, is that right? I have to have a look. We got these things as well. So I was going to use 2 screws like that. Wood glue it as well. And I was going to put one of these like that just to keep it nice and strong. What do you think? Yeah, Tony, you make a good point there. To pre-drill the holes. I did some tests earlier. We've been pre-drilling all of the holes we've been doing on this van build, so nothing splits. And I did some tests earlier on the same wood, and the ones that I didn't pre-drill just cracked straight through the wood. The wood almost cracked in half. The ones I pre-drilled perfectly fine. Pocket jig uses special screws. Do not use any screws. Yeah, that's true. I've seen that. I've been watching a few videos on the pocket hole jigs. Hang on guys, I just need to plug in. Let me just plug you guys in, otherwise we are going to run out. Bear with me 1 second. Half lap joints are stronger but take a little longer to do. Yeah, we were thinking of doing that, but we're not sure. We're not sure if we know how to do that properly. We're definitely going to glue and screw them. But it seems really strong, the screws that we've used. We're using, what are them screws called, Bear?
Multi-purpose twin thread screw, 4x50.
So we're using 4x50 screws into the 34mm wood, and that seems to hold it really strongly.
Nearly at the end, everyone. Let's celebrate.
Definitely pre-drill, but use bolts.
Bolts?
Yeah, bolts.
What, to secure the wood together?
I'll look into that.
I can think about securing it to the wall with a bolt, but...
So what's the benefit of using a bolt to secure two pieces of wood together? Let me know. You can get away with normal screws as long as they have good size heads. Screwfix sell it for 75, but eBay has the same one for 18.95 plus 5.95. Okay, thanks for that, Bob Hope. Cheers. Yeah, maybe we might order the pocket hole jig tonight and some screws, and then wait for that to arrive the following day, and in the meantime cut all the wood and line it all up tomorrow. But yeah, I want to get a pocket hole jig anyway, just for doing all the cabinetry and stuff for the kitchen. I think they, as far as I know, it's meant to be a lot stronger join than just screwing straight through the top. Good night, Neil. Thanks for joining. Watch a YouTube video on how to do simple half lap joints, gives you more surface area to glue, so you add a bit more strength to the framework, although the method you have just shown will work too. Thank you very much, and I think you are the one who's a professional who commented earlier, so that makes us feel a little bit better. Screws work loose, bolts don't. I'll look into bolts. I've never really used bolts before. Bolts ain't for metal. Screws will do fine. Much stronger bolts can remove later and change mind. I've made a little set of crappy diagrams for you. Stuart, thank you very much. Where are they? Do you need an email address? A diagram sounds very good. We're going to attach the bed to the floor and to the wall. Yeah. We know where the battens are. We marked out where the battens are. So where's the battens on the wall there, B? Oh, I guess we're probably going to attach it to the metal as well of the frame of the van. I can't move now to show you, but at the back where the metal is, we might put a bolt in there, or screw a piece of wood into the metal with self-tapping screws. Oh, see, I'd love to do a collab with someone who is like a proper good joiner, but we just don't have the time. If we had planned it all before, then that would have been amazing, but right now we need to crack on because we'll go to America like fairly soon, and we want to get as much done as we can before America, but also we're going fairly slowly, so we think the bed will probably take us a few days to get built, hopefully. If you're worried about the screws working loose, then add a dab of Gorilla Wood glue to screw before screwing into the timber. Won't come loose. That's a very good idea. See, it's little tips like that that I'm loving learning. Like, I think by the end of this build, we're going to be going into renovating our barn, and we're going to be like, yeah, we're gonna have a lot more confidence. We're gonna have a lot more knowledge on how to build stuff, and it's really good. And I think that there was a lot of negativity when we first started this build, and we had a lot of comments where people were saying it was the video like where we were taking the floor out, and a lot of people were saying give up, you know, take the van to someone who knows what they're doing, take it to a professional. But now, But now I think people are seeing our woodwork and what we've done with the window frame and the cladding and the floor, and seeing how it's all come together. And we've had loads of really lovely messages like on Instagram and stuff from like professional joiners, like professional woodworkers, saying they're really enjoying watching us and watching us learn and watching us grow, and how it's all coming together and it's all working. So that's really, really nice. Like, that makes it all worth it. So I'm happy that we're proving to the people who put us down on the first couple of videos, but it's all coming together now. Use metal brackets as wide as wood will attach to the walls. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's what I was thinking, to get like a metal bracket to go into the metal of the van where it's still exposed, and yeah, put that straight into the wall just for a little bit of extra security, so it's a bit more rigid. I think those comments come from people watching you using the wood chisel on the torque screws. Yeah, I think it did, and also there was quite a lot of negativity after that as well. But it's fine. Like, we're used to it. It's not a problem. I know. I'm confident in myself. I wouldn't put myself on YouTube if I really cared about, you know, people saying negative things. So I'm so proud of what we've done so far, and like, I'm so stoked with how it's looking, and I can't wait to see it all come together. Like, it's gonna be so good. Like, this is our home. Like, this is our future home. Like, we have got crazy plans to drive this Sprinter all over the world, and we're super excited. So yeah, it's got to be super comfortable, really nice. We can't wait. But yeah, so B's just finished, I think. It's all done. Shall I give them a little tour around? Right, so that's the second coat on now. One coat, two coat. It's looking really, really nice. And now B's just finished off this coat. It looks lovely. Really happy with it.
Shelf.
Here's our little shelf that I keep banging on about.
Dries so fast. I mean, obviously it's still wet. Takes 10 hours. So by the time we come back tomorrow morning, it should all be dry.
Yeah, it'll be dry in the morning.
I'm going to leave the window open.
So Stuart's just asked us what we're doing about wiring. So do you want to explain? Because a lot of people don't understand what we're doing about with the wires and stuff.
So we are having external electrical wiring in beautiful metal conduits externally. So we're making a feature out of our wiring, basically. We're going to have it on the walls, on the ceiling. It's going to look rustic, it's going to look cool. But we're also going to be doing our wiring as simple as possible. We're not having a billion different things. So we're also, at the moment, not going to have split charge wiring as well, because that can actually be really crappy for your battery. So we've decided against that because we've got solar coming in, which will keep the battery charged, and we've also got our generator if we need to have an extra pump of power. So that's basically what we're doing with our electrics. So it doesn't really matter too much when we do the electrics